Good morning, everyone. Myself, Ashu Sharma. Today we will see functions in Python. So first, I just brief about the function. Function is something you can say that is a procedure or a method to put that portability in the program. And the management, the flow of execution of statements in the program, that is also achieved by using function. Function is also for the purpose of if something logically repeated in the program multiple times. So function is something which puts that effort to make that portable. Rather than writing that certain number of instructions multiple times, you will use function. Inside that, you write that once, and then for a given condition, till that condition is true, that part will execute. So it definitely provides a kind of that logics to a program, as well as security safety measures to the program, portability, and it reduces the limitation of that repetition of a statement, same statement, multiple times in the program, as well as it manage the workflow in the program as well. So even for big softwares and big applications, functions are very, very important to manage that workflow and make sure that there is a synchronous that balance between the instruction, and it provides program safety and security measures also. So today we will see the syntax, how to use that user defined function in Python, as well as some of inbuilt function. So let us be start with first example, what to do to create function in Python. We use def as a keyword. So let's we start with this def, and then the function name greeting, and then follow up that parenthesis pair and colon. Under this greeting function, we have to print, suppose welcome in function family, one statement, welcome in function family, and finally we have to call this, so just a function name and pair of parentheses. So this is the way. Then we save this script by Control S. You run through this button, or you may directly have a shortcut key, Shift Enter. So this is that outcome we have, welcome in function family. Now let us see one more example of creating a function in Python. Def, suppose my sum is there, and we have to pass two variables over here, and that sum, that value is stored in variable jet. So we have to just use this addition operator and then print sum of two numbers, the sum of two numbers, and print this value of jet and call this function. We require that number. So as a parameter, we have to pass two numbers to the function. So 20 and 30 we pass, and just save this script and run the program. So the sum of two numbers 50. So it means that how it work, that we have a function. To create a function, we use def. Def is for the definition, then the function name. There is a space in between this. Then pair of parentheses. Inside this, we pass two parameters, x comma y, and then there is a colon. After that, inside that function, we have z equals to x plus y, because we want to make addition of these two variables value. So when we print this, the sum of two numbers, print value of z. And we require two numbers, so we pass these two value of these parameters 20 and 30 into this function, and then addition will take place, 20 plus 30, and it print the sum of two numbers 50. So this is that flow we have when we deal with basics of that function. Now we see one inbuilt function, lambda, how lambda work as. Lambda is something which is inline function, so its definition in a single line. So lambda is something which is considered as inline function, and its definition align in one line. So let us see that example. Add is a function name. Then we have lambda. After lambda, we have suppose two variables a comma b, and then colon, and make sum of a plus b, suppose like that. And then we need two values for these two parameters, a or b. So we just put 1 comma 3 over here and save this script and run the program. So let us see, 4 is the result. So 1 plus 3 is equals to 4. So see, if we compare this lambda with this normal function, for same function, here we require these two lines to print this along with these three lines for the call purpose of function. MySum 20 comma 30 under this parenthesis is for the call purpose of a function of name MySum. So here we require 1, 2, 3 lines to take that outcome of this sum of these two numbers. But here in lambda, we have simply one line definition, and we just go with the task. So this is the concept of lambda, which is inline function. And here lambda is a keyword, a comma b are those parameters, and then the colon, after this the operation a plus b, and then function call add 1 comma 3. So add is a function which is having these two parameters 1 comma 3, and when it assigned to a comma b, it just make this addition operation and print the result of that. So this is that provide a kind of portability using that inbuilt function lambda, which is a good one to explain and to use. Next is filter. So for filter, we require a list. We just create a list. Suppose 5, 7, 9, any value we may take, 23, 25, 27, 28. So these values we have taken, and now we require a list. So we have a variable final list, and in final list we just simply use list, and inside list we have filter, and in the filter we use lambda function, lambda, and suppose x colon, and then we have a condition x mod plus 2 suppose equals to 0. So here this is the one, that parameter, and another parameter is original list that we have taken. So this is that we use as a syntax, and now just print that final list. So let us see what is the significance of having that filter of using in this script. Let's save this program and try to run. So see 28. Here we have this 28. How this 28 is taking place? Because of that, as we see, 28 is only a number out of these all the numbers having this condition to satisfy. So only this condition is satisfied, 28 modulus 2 equals to 0. Then only we have this printed result 28. So filter, if we consider filter works for Boolean, whether elements true or false, because Boolean always have 1 or 0, true or false concept. So filter is generally dealing that if this condition is true, then only that element is going to be printed. Now see, if we have another even number, suppose 30, and save the program and run the script, then we see there are two values, 28 and 30. So this is the purpose of the filter that we saw here in this example. Now next is map function. So again we take a list, where list equal, and here we have values 0, 10, 20, 30. Suppose these values are there, and we use out as output variable, and then list, and then map function, then we have lambda. Under this lambda we have this variable, suppose, then colon, then where star, suppose we try to multiply each variable, that value, with this 10, and finally another parameter, because another parameter is original list that we have initially taken. So two parameters pass through this. One is that function, and other is this that list, and this variable, that list we have, list structure. Same happen with filter also. We have two parameters in the filter. One is the function name, along with this list. So now we just simply print the result of this. So print the results. So print out, and finally save this script and try to run. Now see. So let us see, in the variable list that we initially created, all the values multiplied by 10, and results are 0, 100, 200, and 300. So let us see this example. Initially we have list, and these are the values 0, 10, 20, and 30. Now in the map inside this lambda, that we have this variable into 10. So first this list, 0 into 10, 0, 10 into 10, 100, 20 into 10, 200, 30 into 10, 300, and then it print the outcomes. So this is the way that map function work, which is important to see when we have this concept of inbuilt function. So thank you so much for being with us for this lecture. In this lecture, we saw how to create user-defined function. Then we saw lambda function. We saw working of filter and map functions. And definitely this will give us that brief of how to correlate these functions with some other programming language, and what are that differences, minimal differences in the syntax. So thank you so much. If you like this lecture, then definitely you subscribe my channel and press the bell button, so that whenever I will upload new video, then you will get benefit of that. And your support is always welcome. I am definitely, I will try to bring from scratch to the advanced level of all the concepts of Python. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you.